Hello everyone, I'm Angelo. Been homeless in Los Angeles for 2 months. Before that, Northern Virginia for 6 months. I fucking had it with these food stamps, the application. I tried going there. I don't know if they called my name or not. I don't know if I didn't hear it. I don't know. Waited like an hour, hour and a half. I'm like, why am I waiting here? I could have been working this whole time. And of course, that's kind of how they want it. Not necessarily the people who work there, but it's how it's designed so that it's as difficult as possible while being able to say well, we try and make it as easy as possible. First I wait in one line. Turns out that line was the wrong line. That was just a reception. They said, no, you go over there. This guy, he told me, go over to the fifth column. I don't know what the fuck the fifth column is. There's 5 people stationed at little desks, in this whole lobby, and then there's computers behind them. I'm like, do I go to the computer or what? He's like, you don't have to wait in line. Just go to the fifth column. I'm like, okay. I went to the fifth column, whatever that is. There's a guy working there, but there's clearly a line in front of it. So I'm like, I'm just standing here, but there's other people in line. So I go in the back of the line, go to that same guy, and then he said, oh, you sign up on that middle column, and then you wait for your name to be called. Well, I waited an hour or so. I'm like, screw it. It's not worth it. It's really not. I would get maybe $200 a month at most. So the whole experience was kind of humiliating and degrading. Why am I just waiting? I cannot figure this out. And on top of that, I don't know. I think they don't want anybody applying, because I swear last time, why are they asking for how much money I make? Do they really think there are certain people who don't need to eat? Because most people are not trying to apply falsely when they have plenty of money and they just want to wait hours in line to get their $180 worth of food stamps a month. So I just left. I was like, this is a horrible experience. And I was feeling pretty down today. Still am, kinda. So as a result, got a late start to the day. I had so much anxiety about getting there early to the social services office that I didn't even work out. So I'm going to try and work out after this. Super late. I'm like, I got to. Tomorrow, I think there's more production on the movie I'm working on. I still don't know what to do with this DMV thing. So I changed my address to California, but I still, from the Virginia DMV page, but I still have to go into a DMV here apparently. And that might take hours, and I don't think I have a utility bill to show. I switched my phone bill to show that I'm living in California, but I don't know if I'm going to get a phone bill anytime soon. I can't tell when the fuck I get my phone bill. I think the billing cycle ends about now, so I should get a new one soon, but I haven't gotten a notification yet from T-Mobile. So I thought, well, why shouldn't I have one already? Normally I get one by now. So I don't know what's going on. And you need to go there within 10 days of moving to show that you have registered your new address. But I won't be able to do that without a utility. I guess it's not good enough. They're really not going to believe me. So I don't know what to do. I don't know whether it'll be a waste of time. I can't make an appointment because the first appointment's open in September and it's July right now. Also, when that guy told me go to the fifth column at the reception desk, and then he was clearly not telling me what I should do, I wanted to go back in line at reception and just go stand there and waste his time. It was a long line at reception. I didn't end up doing it, but I wanted to just go back and say, yeah, where's the place to sign up for food stamps again? Because where you told me the fifth column, that didn't work. There's actually a guy there. It's not a place where I can sign up. And I would have just liked to stand there as he tried to point it out and say, really? Is that the fifth column? 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 Then why'd you tell me the fifth column? I was really stressed today, and yeah, I gotta calm down because nothing alleviates that. and then feeling horrible, like I'm rewriting into well past my 8th draft of my script. But you see, at this point, I should stop complaining, because it's not going to get, like, I could complain for another year and it's going to be the same. Really what it is, okay, I'll level with you. I'm just terrified. The script will go nowhere. It's not going to be good even after all these drafts, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it cheaper. That's one thing I'm really trying to do, how to make it cheaper. I had a much more expensive version of the draft, which would have required a much bigger cast, locations, permits, sets, props, all kinds of props. Like, this thing would have been so expensive. I'm like, it's something that's not going to make money more than like a little drama about a homeless guy. So there are other things I want to do to package with that. Like, I want to do interviews with either people who are involved with homeless advocacy or homeless people themselves. Maybe plan a web series after that. But I'm like, the script, I'm being hard on myself. Like, I'm just so scared. It's not any good. It's not enough conflict. I think it's getting better, and also it's getting cheaper. That's good. And then, I may as well just go out and shoot it. I gotta make money somehow, though. But it's not going to be expensive to shoot. I just determined to do it cheaply and go far away from LA to do it, so that, we're not shut down for filming without permits. Go somewhere where they won't even care. I'll go up my turd mountain over here. But it's hard to stay in a positive mindset, because I'm scared I'm not making progress, and I just got a lot, thinking about in terms of that. And then on top of that, I've been having these feelings of depersonalization and derealization, which are very scary. I don't feel like myself when I have those. And I'm like, well, shit, how am I making progress? I got to do something different. I don't just want to do these videos ranting at the camera. These aren't as quality as I want my videos to be. I try and make them something that's interesting to see. But, there's no reason for a ton of people to engage with these and watch them. I get that. So after this, going to try and go to the gym, try and exercise. Been driving around too much because I'm going to a gym that's not nearly as busy as the one I was going to, but the problem is this one's further away, especially further away from a lot of the stuff that I like to go to. The Starbucks that's good, the libraries that have seats available. The libraries around here are not, do not have enough space, and they're usually filled up. So that's all scary. And then on top of all that, it's like, what the fuck am I doing? Am I just stupid? Can I not figure out how to make money? How the fuck do other people manage to make businesses, when they're refugees or they come out of prison or something? And I'm like struggling. Like, I can't even figure out what the fuck to do now. Going up this little hill. Wow, it's amazing how much work it is to go up what seems like a not very steep angle. How's this for a thumbnail? Let's see. And I know a lot of that's just me driving myself crazy, letting things get to me, worrying too much about my script, getting paranoid. And not being able to appreciate things, and then getting mad that more isn't happening. By the way, massive flooding happening where I'm from, in Northern Virginia, in DC. Holy crap, you think climate change is fake? And yeah, a storm like that can happen whenever. The thing is, these are accelerating and intensifying. There's flooding in DC, there's flooding in Alexandria, which gets flooding, but because it's right on the waterfront, but there's huge flooding there. Flooding in McLean, it is horrible. I've seen the footage, I'm like, holy crap, I'm glad I'm not there dealing with that shit. Let's get another thumbnail. Let's see, maybe this one. Get my thumbnail. So, it's been a struggle, real struggle to keep myself in a positive mental state. And not, I just wanted to like, just destroy, it's this kind of thing made me want to like crash my car, destroy everything, light everything on fire. I'm not going to do that, but like, I obviously wouldn't do that. But I just felt so horrible. Really, I didn't want to do all this. I wanted to crash my car. I just like, don't want to deal with this anymore. You know, I feel like such a loser. You know, everything great I felt and so excited over seems to dissipate with time, but that's how, you know, it always is. It's easy to lose sight of things that are important and then just get negative and despondent. So I know when things are difficult, I gotta push myself even harder. Let's see a good thumbnail here. I don't want to get too close to that. And no, I don't like the street. Okay, that's as close as I'm getting to that. Oh my goodness, just feeling horrible. I do want to work out. I don't want to skip that today. I may go back to work on Thomas Bangert's movie tomorrow. Waiting to hear about that because they send out call sheets every day, and you know, then they'll say what the location is, because a lot of things, you know, they're being worked out to the very last minute, and that's on every movie. You wait for the call sheet and, you know, see where you're going to show up, all that stuff. Thankfully, all the shooting locations, I believe, from now on are going to be around here. First few days at that mansion, it was like 60 miles south of LA, which wasn't a big deal to drive to, but I like being around here for the convenience and going to other stuff. I was at the Everything is Terrible party the other day, just there to protest and to gather information so I can report accurately on them. Wow, this is steep. But that was really cool. I met all of those guys there, Nicholas Mayer, Dimitri Simakis, and Lair Bestel. Sorry. They're all really cool, really nice, and a lot of other people too. That was a great night, again, for uncovering information about this satanic organization. That's it. If you watch my anti-Jerry Maguire VHS pyramid videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna walk around this hill and then go back to my car. But I want to get out and do something. Oh man, where did this lead to? But I'm pretty sure now I can make this movie really cheap. I'll shoot it on my own cameras. I don't need a new camera. And I'll shoot it with a tiny crew. Maybe a sound person, 1 or 2 assistants. And with a cast of basically 4 people. That's how I'll do it. But I want it to be good. I don't want to, get it out prematurely and then the movie's not really ready. I don't even know if I'll want to put it in festivals, because really I don't think it'll be the greatest thing. To me, it's what I want to do, but I don't know how it will fare there. I think it should just go, maybe a live show, maybe a screening somewhere, and then on my YouTube channel. I'm not feeling too good. So that includes not feeling too confident about my movie either. About a young homeless guy forced to survive or truly be out on the street. This is a good, cool location to shoot in. You know, and I can't complain in a way because it's like I'm losing sight of all the good things that are there. Those, you go numb to them, they become invisible to you, and then it's easy to just fixate on every negative thing as if, you know, everything that happens to me is supposed to be the greatest, most exciting thing. Wait a minute, this might be a good thumbnail. Alright. Yeah, so, not fun times, and it's hard to, you know, motivate myself out of it, because what do I think? What do I say to myself? You know, I know the greater the downturn, the greater the overcoming, but it's hard. It's like become blind to that. And then I make it worse by just judging myself and feeling stupid. You know, there's a part of me that wonders, do you just have to be like a sociopath, like this unfeeling sociopath, to be, you know, financially successful and just like do anything and snake your way around people? Oh, wow. There's a view. I've got to come down because I got to be in a good attitude on set too. That was a struggle the other day, and I'm sure I will be. Just when I get like this, everything feels so bleak, like there will never be another day. Like nothing good will ever come. There's a possible title for the video, will anything good ever come? No, I can't say that. That's so ridiculous because of course so much good has come for me. And I can't be blind to that and just, you know, disrespect all the good people have contributed to me. So I can't say that. At least my car is holding up all right, but that mechanic never got back to me either. I'm not even mad about that. I'm just wondering what the hell, you know? I talked to him. I gotta call him at some point because I texted them again to follow up. It's been a week. The one who said he can fix what's wrong with my Civic, what's causing it to overheat. He said, all right, talk to my wife, she'll make an appointment with you, whatever. Okay, so I texted her, and she said okay. That was immediately after the phone call. Heard nothing. A week later, here we are. I texted again saying, hey, just following up. Didn't hear anything. I just feel like the loneliest, most pathetic, stupid loser. But I gotta keep going, try and laugh at it. You know, like, oh well. You know, some people are more resilient, some people less. And I just have to, you know, make myself be more resilient. Weird how my mind works. I just go to the most negative thing. and so worried about time. Like, I don't have time for everything. I want to learn how to, do color properly in film, and I want to learn how to screenwrite better and write more screenplays. I wrote 5 pages yesterday of my new draft. Eliminated almost everything else. And started over because I had locations in the movie that it would have been way too expensive. And a cast that would have been too expensive. And I know a lot of it's going to come down to rewriting with the actors too. Gotta think how to do that. I'll think of a way. That's not a good shot for a thumbnail. Looks better in person. Doesn't photograph right. Maybe this could be a location in the movie. What do you think? I don't know. It's such a beautiful place. But I got to think, how would I use it? And it's motivated by the story. So it's not just a cool looking place. Because no one will care if it looks cool on camera. And also, times like this tell me, okay, stop being a victim. Stop letting stuff happen to you. You decide what's going to happen. So if you're worried about stuff, like worry comes to you, decide you're going to control it. So that's motivating me to think, okay, just make my movie however I can. Don't worry about it. I can always make it again. I can always make it with a bigger budget, remake it, whatever. I think I'll just put it on YouTube because I want it out already. And I can always screen it in festivals or something after that. And for as many people as I've as I've met, well, see, I can't even complain there. I've met really good people that I'm going to continue to work with. Problem is, I don't have a clear enough plan of what I'm doing. I'm just scattershot every day. It's like, buckshot. They just fire in one vague direction and hope something, connects. Not a good strategy. If I know I'm going to allocate 3 hours a day to writing, 2 hours a day to learning colorist work, 2 hours a day to, learning new editing software, another hour or so to photo editing software. That's another thing I want to learn. That's different. That helps. The trouble is also I sleep so damn much. What do you all think? But stuff is happening, like I said. This movie I'm working on is a great experience, great opportunity. I'm taking a lot of pictures. I'm enjoying it. Just taking mostly pictures because I'm learning how to be much more editorial with what pictures I take in video, because I don't need to fill up my SD cards in my phone with video and pictures. I can be much more strategic, and then the video takes much more value. But I was having to learn that because at first I was filming and taking pictures of nearly everything, and I realized I'm not going to need all that footage. But as I go on, I realize I only need 1 or 2 pictures per a specific setup or moment, and then a little bit of video, and that's all I need, because I can figure out in my head how to edit the behind the scenes documentary. And there's more coming. I want to shoot a music video. Where the hell did my gloves go? I forgot to wear my gloves this whole time. Protect from the sun. Don't spend money on expensive like mechanic gloves or something. These are Dollar Tree gloves. tough. I feel like the biggest, most pathetic, stupid loser. But I know that's not how other people see me. And when they react to me, people are happy to me. You know, I think it's funny. People are like surprised when I go up to them at like parties or whatever and just say, hi, what's your name? You know, I think they're just not used to people doing that. So they're happy when someone does it. But I always still tend to, not always, but like a lot of times I still get a little bit scared to do that, like a little intimidated. But so far, pretty much everyone's been happy to talk. I think I remember one person who kind of shrugged me off. Out of, I don't know how many people I've spoken to out here now. 100, 200. Problem is just talking to people, and like that's not enough to build a career. But I don't know what else, like what do I do? I gotta recruit people, I guess. Just make my own projects. And I'm intimidated and terrified by the idea of spending a lot of time and scouting and setting things up for like any kind of shoot, because I'm like, well, that's time I'm not working on screenwriting or videos or whatever. I know I got to do it. When I'm sitting in my car, it's so much more intimidating. When I'm out here now, it's like, oh yeah, I wish I was doing it with people. And I used to do it on short films that I was directing. Like now, I'm like, oh, I got to make everything super quick. So, just gotta be cool, keep moving forward. It's okay to be hard on myself, I guess, as long as I don't let that, consume me, and realize, hey, I still got a lot of good things happening, even if I can't see them, like I'm blind to them. And I feel so stupid. That's really one of the hardest things for me. Just I feel so dumb. And it's weird. I get this panic, like I'm sitting in my car, like if I'm not writing right now, I'll somehow never write again. But that's obviously not true. I don't know why. I just panic. I can't keep track of space and time. So now I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna work out even though it's ridiculously late. It's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And ultimately I chose this. Like I guess in a way, wherever you are, in a way, I'm not saying obviously, like you get kicked out of somewhere or, it's like that's what you choose. Obviously not. Someone abuses you. No, I don't mean that at all. I wouldn't even want to suggest that. But it's weird. I feel like I don't even have much of a choice sometimes. But it's the worst thing to convince myself of. You can go through your whole life doing that, like wasting your life away. That's what I feel like I'm doing sometimes, is like wasting my life with worry, with fear, with doubt. I gotta seriously rework this script, figure out how to make it exciting. That's the problem. I know I can do it. I can do it incredibly inexpensively and just with less than a handful of cast of actors. bad I'm gaining weight too. I was losing it, now I'm gaining it. And I didn't eat for I barely ate for 18 hours too. I had a meal yesterday, then didn't eat till this morning at 8 o'clock. I mean yesterday afternoon. 3 or 4 or something in the afternoon. Well, at least I got some exercise walking. You know what else I think I gotta do? Put on my own events somehow. Something of my own thing. I'm tired of being at other people's events. Not that I don't love being at them, it's just I don't want to be a follower. What the hell event could I make? YouTube filmmaker meetup? No, I don't think so. Whoa. Because that's just not the kind of thing I want to do. It would be more like, I don't know. You know? God damn these food stamps. The only other option now, I'll try, but I don't know how badly I want to try it, because you have to send utility bills and stuff. That's what they said. You have to send stuff proving you live here, which I fucking don't have. Is apply online, and somebody will call you in 2 weeks to verify your documents. Well, I'm fucking undocumented. So I guess I don't need to eat. I don't even, what, should I even fucking go to the DMV? What the fuck? Why do I put up with this? Sure, we need a huge change, a huge upheaval in this country. People saying, you have to treat us with dignity. I don't know. Look, I am very happy that all of you watch and have subscribed and supported us through all this and donated money. My goodness. People have been very, very generous and kind and reached out to me with messages. So, you know, I got to keep that in perspective. That, you know, I can't just be angry about everything. It doesn't make sense. And, you know, I've got to somehow take care of myself. So I'm going to wipe down the windows of my car a little more. Look, I got my car washed. I actually washed it myself at some place you pay $5. They have them around here. It's nice. I don't know if they have those around Virginia, or if they do, not many of them. So my car is at least pretty clean. But I got to wipe down my windows a little better, that you can see streaks in them at night.